Joep here, RealAgriculture.com. We're at the Canadian Dairy Expo, and I'm joined by Joep Driessen of Cowsignals, huh?
Cowsignals.
And you've just finished your presentation, and tell us a little bit about Cowsignals. It really is about trying to learn cow body language.
Yeah. Well, it's all about the body language of the cow, and it's just not that difficult. So we've been teaching people for 15 years now, and we just show them the major factors to look at. For example, rumen score, and it's so simple that people forget to look at it. So we say if you learn to where to look, you can also see and understand it. And it's about understanding body language of the cow. Yeah. Simple.
Yeah, let's talk about some of your thoughts here today. You mentioned you really have to manage dairy cows like they're a marathon runners. I mean, yeah. They need to rest and they need to eat.
Yeah. Well, it's a simple story. We just calculated the energy needs of a marathon runner. If you're running 42 kilometers in one run, that's the same amount of energy that actually a cow needs to produce 30 liters of milk. So what's the difference between a cow and a marathon runner? Well, the cow is running that marathon every single day. So you really have to take care. So I see the farmer as a top coach, and I really respect farmers. I think they do an excellent job, and I'm very proud of the most farmers and customers I go to. But I think they can always do better, and I work with the best farmers in the world in 65 countries. So if they are aware that they are the top coach of these cows, producing so much milk, running a marathon every day, you understand that what do you have to do? You understand what you have to do. It's always feeding them, and that's like 12 times a day they want to eat. So give them the opportunity to eat all these 12 times a day. That's 6 hours, that's a half an hour, 12 times. And if there's no feed, they won't eat. So we see the best cows in the world, they actually eat 14 hours a day. 14 meals a day in 7 hours. And there's the biggest opportunity. To let them eat, and they will only eat if they also rest. So that's the two big things.
Right. Let's talk about some of the things you mentioned. Making milk, 45% is actually the ration, and 55% is what happens behind the fence.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that was a very good research from Mr. Bach in Spain. B-A-C-H. You can look it up. He fed 47 farms with the exact same mixed TMR ration. And you know how many liters difference it was between the best and the worst farm? It was 14 liters difference. And there was exactly the same ration. So the ration is only 45%, right? So Purina is sponsoring here today, and they say, well, let's bring this out to the farm. And we also learn that farmers learn from farmers. They don't listen to advisors so well. So we say, do workshops in the barn. That's why we started this, and that's why we do this now in all the 65 countries. We have 300 trainers doing this. And I want to educate more trainers. That's my passion, to let people see the cow better, understand that more than 50% is decided by you as a manager, what you do to let the cows eat, and that is the water supply, the floors, the air, but also the amount of feed space and the cubicles, the resting time. Right. So these are so much more important than the last drug or the last technical solution to buy. You just have to do the right thing on your farm, and that's just you and your worker to do a better job with your cows. And that means 22 hours feed availability at least. Yeah. If you're milking, 2 hours milking, okay, but in a robot it's only 3 times 6 minutes milking, so they have the chance to actually go there 14 times. And the best farms in the world, the cows will be the cows that actually give the maximum productions, they actually are never below 4 body condition score, right? So this is the scorecard. 1 is empty, 5 is full, and there's a lot to learn how to get these bellies full.
And that's the key. You said managing the rumen, understanding the rumen. The first signal is looking at that rumen and trying to understand. You need to be full.
Yeah, this danger triangle means this cow didn't eat for 6 hours. And you see the shadow on the cow, and you see this triangle. It's a danger triangle. And that is actually the first signal. And we see 20-30% of the cows with a danger triangle, some farms 50%. Right. So they just don't feed them enough.
Let's talk about eating signals. And you talked about how to keep that rumen full.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on some tips for farmers about just managing the rumen and learning?
Yeah, the first
being that coach, as you suggest.
Well, the best you can do is actually look at our Cowsignals coffee break. We just designed a full video program to let people step by step understand this. And this is like a 5-minute interview, but we have a 5-hour program, and you can actually do it in 5 minutes per Monday. Every Monday, 5 minutes, a Cowsignals coffee break. Then you keep yourself and your staff sharp on seeing the cow. And I think that's a big opportunity that you can learn how we can let the cows eat. It's full of tips, but a simple tip would be groove the floor. Or give more feed space, or even more simple, use the whole feeding table, because everywhere I see parts close to the door, we have to close to the door here, there's more fresh air, the cows finish the food. And if you don't push it up there in every 1 or 2 hours, there'll be half the feeding space will be empty. And also start feeding at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. If you feed once a day, do it at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The best 10% farmers are doing this to get 1 more liter of milk, because the weak cows can eat at night and they have a stockpile during the night when nobody's there, nobody's pushing. So there's small things you can do with big impact. Cleaning the drinkers. There's a lot of basic cow signals that we put in.
You mentioned even positioning drinkers and making sure water is so important. Availability.
Yeah, well, water is the best medicine for acidosis, and a lot of cows suffering acidosis because they select feed. And what can you do to prevent selection? Well, the best thing you can do is giving 1 feeding place per cow of 70 centimeters per cow, that every cow can eat next to each other. And I saw my movie, one of the best farms in Holland. He has
cows like to eat it all at the same time.
They were herd. I mean, we go together for coffee and for dinner. So cows want to be doing that. There are flight animals and herd animals, and that means you need to give them a flight route. So never put gates up. You really want to have them going around, circulating. They will eat more when they can have an extra road to the feed, 2 or 3 passages, wide passages, and then they will actually go and eat more. And there are herd animals. That means that they all want to eat at the same time. So our new designs have 70 centimeters per cow, and the dry cows and the first week fresh cows get 85 centimeters per cow. And that's all evidence-based, right? It's all but you really want to let them eat at the same time. Otherwise, they eat less. And you want them to eat 14 meals per day. That's what the best cows do. And the best cows are never below this 4.5, right? No, they're never below 3.5. They're always having a full belly, and they have the machine fully functioning all the time. And you need fiber in the room, and that's the other big mistake. Don't push too much for concentrate. Push for another lactation or 2 more lactations. And that we've been doing here with the last 3 years with Purina. They did 150 workshops, Cowsignals, and they're actually offering my video program with a €100 discount, and they're also offering free workshops for all the customers and all the people who want to be a customer, who want to join. They're very welcome to join the Cowsignals workshop. If you are with a different company, call us or come to another trainer. We have more trainers here in Canada. You find them on our website, on the trainers. So go in the barn, because that's where you learn it. You can't learn it by, well, you can learn it by video. It's good, but it's better we have books. You can learn it by a book, but the best thing is going live training in the barn.
And the final point. So the website is www.
Yeah, it's cowsignals.com.
Awesome.
And it's if you look at video learning, also Facebook is a good one. A lot of people here already find me on Facebook, and it's for free. We also have a free account on the website, completely free. Start doing that. I motivate you, I stimulate you a bit, and then you all know that we have more, and there is more. So go for it.
Good stuff. Hey, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for the interview. Thank you.